So your mentality facing every day as a man, fellas, you have to realize nothing is given. Nothing is given. You are a man. You are responsible for yourself. You walk, from the way you talk, from the way you look, the eye contact you make, your posture. You carrying yourself with a man with dignity and a man with pride is very, very important. Welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, SoFly, Energy Eli, man. Hey, you know what to do. Make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. So I received a comment from one of the subscribers to this channel. And the lady basically said, can you give examples of what it is to be a man? Because she feels as though a lot of, men and young men don't really have any real understanding of what it really means to be a man, not just a male species, but to actually be a man. So today I'm just gonna go and cover over a few points on what I believe makes up a man, or at least makes up a man that is trying to do better and strive. Now listen, I'm not a guru. I'm not, the end all be all. I'm not a Dalai Lama when it comes to this, but I'm just gonna give you my point of view and some of the examples of, what I view as being a man and certain things that I've learned in my journey on becoming a man and continuing to develop. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first point I wanna go over is mentality. Listen, fellas, developing and becoming and being a man, you have to have the right mentality. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are in your early journey of becoming a man or developing to be a man, or you're in that stage of being a man, but you have some things happen, but you wanna, regroup and bounce back. Your mentality as a man has to be very strong. Yes, men, we can show emotions, here and there. But as men, we cannot be overly emotional as a woman. We are not physically designed like that. It's just what it is. The reason why women show those emotions even more, because they have a bunch of estrogen, they have a monthly cycle, they have a lot of things that they're dealing with and going on. But we as men, we should not be overly emotional. We should be able to handle situations rationally, meaning with logic, meaning that we can think and get things planned out and sorted the way that they need to. So your mentality facing every day as a man, fellas, you have to realize nothing is given. Nothing is given. And if you are denied, that does not mean you are not qualified or you're not good enough. It just means you need to probably step it up in certain areas and handle your business. But you have to have the right mentality every single day, fellas, that I'm going to accomplish and I'm going to get things done. You are a man. Your two most important things, and there's other things I'm sure we could think of, but let's just stay on topic. Your two most important things is to protect and to provide. You are to protect that woman, protect your family, and you are to provide for that woman and provide for your family. Those are your two biggest things you should be focused on each and every day. And when you get to that point, that's what you should be focused on, continuing to better yourself, continuing to develop, continuing to rise and grind. We as men, we like to, we like to continue to climb up the ladder. That's our adrenaline rush. We're full of testosterone. Our adrenaline rush is conquering. That's our adrenaline rush. That's where we get our adrenaline from as far as, life goals. You should be setting life goals, and you have to have the right mentality. You cannot go into a war thinking, okay, cool, it's just gonna be this. That's why they say, don't bring a, a knife to a gunfight. You already messed yourself up. You already are at a disadvantage. So you want to have the right mentality no matter what you're facing, no matter where you are going as a man. You have to stand strong. They don't give men excuses. If you haven't realized that by now, you have now while watching this video. You are a man, suck it up. Pause. But if you understand what I'm saying, they're not gonna, they're not gonna show any lenience or any mercy towards you. You have to focus and realize that life is gonna be very tough. Not meaning you can accomplish and set goals and get things accomplished and achieve things that you wanna achieve, but you have to realize they're gonna make you work 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times as hard. So get used to it now. Keep the right mentality. So no matter what they throw at you, no matter what you're faced with, you can continue to keep leveling up. You can continue to keep rising up. You can continue to keep being the best version of you. So with point number one, fellas, make sure you have the right mentality no matter what. All right. So let's get into the next point. All right. Point number two, you need to be responsible. Listen, you are a man. You are responsible for yourself. If you are planning to have a family, or you already have a family, you are responsible for yourself and your family and those around you. You have no time to lollygag. You have no time to waste. Remember, I said in a previous video, life is passing you by. You must be responsible. If you know you are meant to be to work at 9 o'clock, you should not be leaving your house at 8:30. I don't care if you live across the street. You need to be on time. The way you conduct yourself, the way you handle certain situations is how you're going to most of the time handle pretty much any situation you're put in. You have to be responsible. No one is there to, mommy's not there for you to be, oh, mom, I want to. No, daddy's not. No, you are a man or becoming a man. Stand on your own 2 feet. Be responsible. If you know you shouldn't be hanging with certain people because you may spend too much money, you may get yourself in a situation, leave those people alone. If you know those people over there are wasting time and you're trying to get your goals, set goals and accomplish goals or what you said you wanted to do, you have to leave those people alone. You have to, and that's a part of being responsible. I don't know what age some of you may be watching this video. Even if you're 14, 15, you will be 18 before you know it. I tell, kids I used to coach, I used to tell them this all the time. Don't live at where you are now. You're 15. You're 18 in 3 years. The world will look at you as a man. Yes, you will be a young man, but the world will look at you as a man. So be responsible. Clean your room. Take care of certain things. If you don't have, if you're still living at your parents' house, listen, take advantage of it in the right way. But set right habits so when you do get your own place, that you are on the right path. So clean your room, wash your dishes, take out the trash, be on time, listen to your parents, do what you're supposed to do, and stay focused. Because listen, you see responsibility as a chore, not realizing that our parents just want us to do well in life. In most cases, they just want you to be set off very nice because they know one day you're going to leave the nest and they want to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do when you have your own house. That's why you're supposed to train up a child, and when it will never depart. I know I'm paraphrasing, but that's the whole basis of those things. So please make sure you are being responsible, fellas, because at the end of the day, you can't go and blame mommy. You're not 12, you're not 8, 9 years old anymore. You are becoming a man or a man now. So listen, be responsible and take care of your business. Let's go to point number 3. Point number 3, your circle. Now, I kind of mentioned this in point number 2. The people that you surround yourself with speaks volumes to who you will become or what you will become. Your circle, if you're saying you want to get a Division I scholarship for sports, you cannot be hanging around people who don't work out. They smoke, they party every single day. They want to, they don't really have any life goals. Where do you think you're going to go? They say birds of a feather flock together. So you're going to eventually pick up their habits. So your circle speaks volumes to who you are. If you said you want to be a millionaire, you shouldn't be hanging with people that, are negative. They don't value, life the way you value it to have a good life and a positive life. They look at money as, why are you trying to do that? They always shooting your dreams down. You don't need to be around that. Your circle speaks volumes to who you are. And you probably thinking now, oh, I'm going to be, these going to be my boys for life. And maybe 1 or 2, might be, at this stage in your life. But as you develop and go, things change. You meet new people, new friendships are started. I'm speaking to the younger ones on this instance. And even for some of our old ones, you may have moved to this certain place and certain things have happened. And now you got this different set of friends, but your circle speaks volumes. Listen, I say to myself every single day, from a mantra and an affirmation, I'm going to be one of the first millionaires in my family. I can't have a millionaire mindset being around people who don't even want to even do better. They just want to stay at the status quo, and their status quo is way beneath the bottom. I'm not talking about people that have made it somewhere and they're set. Their status quo is just the bottom of the barrel. How can I achieve and get, $1 million and have a millionaire mindset if I'm hanging around people who don't even value, 100K? They can't even fathom making that, or let alone 10K, So your circle is going to be determined where you go. So some of you need to clean up your circle. Some of you you're running with the wrong people. You're trying to run with people who are in gangs. You're trying to run with people who just aren't trying to be on that path of where you are. You're different. You're set apart. That you can do certain things and different things in your life, but you are choosing at this moment to be a follower. And one step of being a man is to not follow. As men, we lead. And if a man follows, he's following a leader that's going to put him in a position one day to lead. So you as a young man, don't be a follower of the wrong people, man, because it will catch up to you and your circle can get you in some trouble that one day you may not be able to get out of. So you need to take heed, look at your circle and look around. Yes, you may say I'm 16, 17. This is a perfect age. Some of you have some great things you're going to do in this world, but your circle can hold you back and put you in a position where you may not be able to get out of. So listen, your circle is very important. Now let's go to point number 4. Point number 4. Now, this is a very big one because this can lead from where I just came off of with point number 3 about your circle. Now we're speaking about how you carry yourself. So listen, this is a big, big, big wide world with different cultures, different peoples, different nations. Listen, when you walk into certain places, people observe how you carry yourself, from the way you walk, from the way you talk, from the way you look, the eye contact you make, your posture. You carrying yourself with a man with dignity and a man with pride is very, very important. The way you dress, fellas, you are at an age now, your pants should not be hanging off of your bottom. You shouldn't be wearing clothes that don't fit the way they should. You should be dressing decently for the occasion. If you're going into a business meeting, you should not be dressing with a t-shirt and sweatpants and flip-flops. You dress according to the occasion, business casual. You dress how you need to dress to fit the occasion. Same with you fellas, young fellas. Don't, be trying to copy and wear what everybody else is wearing. You need to dress accordingly to the situation, the way it needs to be done, because it speaks volumes. You don't know that person that you may be passing could be your boss one day for a Fortune 500 company. You don't know. And the way you carry yourself, impression is very important. People say, looks don't matter. Yes, they do. And we judge off the first impression for most situations. It's just an innate human nature thing that we do. So your appearance is very important. If I'm trying to make $1 million deals, which I will be very soon, one of these days, I'm not walking in there, looking like, I'm just fresh off of the, just around a garbage can or off the street somewhere. I'm going to go in there very nice. I'm going to look the person firm in their eyes, a firm handshake, and we're going to conduct and speak business. I'm not going to go in there, hey man, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Yeah. I like this house right there. No, I'm going to go in there with dignity and with pride, like I've been raised right and like I've been taught something. So that's how you guys have to see things, and that's why you have to look. So the way you carry yourself, you're looking at yourself now, I'm 19, 20, I could do what I want to do. But you don't realize you're not looking further beyond, because most of you probably can't even see that far. But I'm telling you that most of you better start looking that far, because time is going to pass by and you're going to be wishing that you had did what you were supposed to do. So the way you carry yourself is very important. You never know who you're entertaining. So please make sure you carry yourself in the right way. Now let's get to point number 5. Now for our final and last point, being disciplined. Fellas, continue to develop as a man, even when from young age to older. Discipline needs to be a key in your life. A man needs to be disciplined here in his mind. A man needs to be disciplined here in his stomach, and a man needs to be disciplined down below in his loins. If a man can control those things, a man is very, very powerful in his life, because temptation and certain things are always going to be around. Temptation and things are always going to find their way, but you have to be disciplined in what you know you need to do as a man. You need to stay in shape, because you need to be disciplined for your family, because you are the leader. You are the leader of the pack, or will be the leader of the pack one day. So you need to be preparing yourself to get to that level and do what you need to do. So discipline is at the forefront. You have to be able to control yourself. You are a man. You cannot crash out over every situation. You can't be overly emotional. I didn't say you couldn't be emotional. I said overly. You can't be, indisciplined. It says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So you don't want to be double-minded. You don't want to be unstable in all your ways. You want to be solid, and you want to be working towards being solid. So that's why you have to implement and be very disciplined in your life. No one should have to tell you to do certain things. You are a man now, or becoming a man. Your mother shouldn't have to tell you certain things. Your parents, people shouldn't have to get on you about certain things that you should be doing at a certain age. So instill discipline. That's why I saved it for the last one, because that's the most important part. That's going to round out everything that I spoke about in the beginning of this video. So please, fellas, implement discipline into your life, and I'll guarantee you will see a whole, 360 of things change in your life. But nevertheless, fellas, I hope this video resonated with you. If it did, please give it a like, please share it, and please subscribe to the channel. Once again, my name is Energy Eli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Hey, I'm out. Believe.